Few people know that during World War II, the war came to US soil. No, not in this way. Not in 1941, when Japan attacked Pearl Harbor. Even not in 1942, when Japanese submarines shelled the West Coast. That was nothing compared to what happened in the summer of 1943. For months, the remote Aleutian Islands of Alaska had been a fierce battleground between the United States and Japan, and you've probably never heard of it. Welcome to the forgotten war in America's backyard. The Aleutians are a chain of islands that stretch for more than 1,700 miles. At their eastern edge, just 55 miles from the coast of mainland Alaska, are the towns of Attu and Kiska. By June 1942, both had been occupied by Japanese forces. This was the first time foreign troops had set foot on U.S. territory since the War of 1812. Life in the Aleutians was hard. Soldiers faced freezing winds, thick fog, and almost total isolation. More troops were injured by the weather and the rough terrain than by combat with the enemy. The native Aleut people were forced to leave their villages, many of which were destroyed during the fighting. In May 1943, the U.S. began its campaign to retake the islands. First, they went to Attu. The soldiers had to fight their way up snow-covered mountains to dislodge the Japanese. By the end of the battle in early June, Attu was in American hands, but the war was far from over. The next island over, Kiska, was also occupied by the Japanese. So in late July, Allied troops landed, expecting fierce resistance, but when they secured the island, they found that the enemy had vanished. Turns out the Japanese had secretly evacuated weeks before. The Aleutian Campaign is one of the least remembered parts of World War II. Most of the fighting happened in Europe and the Pacific, but the story of the Aleutians shows how geography and weather can shape the outcome of a battle as much as firepower and persistence can overcome even the most daunting obstacles. Today, there are memorials on both islands to honor those who served. One soldier wrote home about his experience on Attu. He said, quote, "I am in a position to defend my homeland just as much as if I were in the thick of the fighting in England or Africa or any other place. It's just that here the Jap is a little closer and a little more real."